So the other day I ran into a friend of mine named Brittany, and she's wearing these sweatpants, right? And they're kind of like Viking sweatpants, and they have a few different sayings on them, and written all down the leg and stuff like that. And I noticed this one saying, and I thought it was pretty cool, and so I wanted to touch on that today. And it says, "Let your actions make the noise," right? And that really hit me. Like, yeah, I mean, I've heard this saying before, or saying similar to that before, but you know, it kind of hit me, and it made me reflect on the reason I started this channel, right? And so I'm going to jump on here and talk about it real quick, and how they kind of line up, and the way, you know, the beautiful synchronicities in life. And before I do that, please hit like, please share, please subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. I really want to know what you guys think of the saying, "Let your actions make the noise." And so I've been doing a lot of strange things, I guess, lately. I come out here living in the tent. It's day 18 of 60, and I feel moved at certain times to do certain things, and there's no attachment to being out here, and so it's like, what am I doing out here? I get these questions all the time, right? And I just started a YouTube channel at the same time. It's supposedly on spirituality and how being part of my journey, and kind of sharing my journey of spirituality, and how does that line up with, you know, the saying on the sweatpants. And I can only say it like this, man, that for a lot of years, like, I was suffering immensely, right? I was trying to stop this suffering in any way, and you know, substance abuse and addiction, and in and out of recovery and treatment centers, and yeah, jails, and trying to, you know, just thinking if I could only straighten my life out, and something happened to me, and I had this complete change of perception, or awakening, or whatever somebody wants to call it, right? And I don't always understand what happened to me, and it's very difficult for me to kind of like put it into words to other people, and a lot of times people don't understand, and it's okay. Like, it's impossible for me to put it in words, but this is how much my life has shifted, right? Like, I was this draw the line in the sand person, and it didn't matter what it was. If it was ideation, political, you know, territorial, country, right? Like, you know, this is right and this is wrong, and all of these different things and beliefs. And today, man, I'm living in a tent, and I'm tattooed. All my tattoos have come over the last couple of years. I'm growing my hair long. If you can't tell, I keep playing with it because it's annoying. And I had this complete shift, right, to where I realized, like, the letter of the law and spirit of the law are different things. And I no longer see politics the way I used to see it, right? I no longer see, you know, territorial or boundary specific things, right? I see the beauty in everything, and you know, so all of those things fell away from me almost instantaneously, and it ties into this. Let your actions make the noise, right? So the real purpose of this channel, or me doing what I'm doing, isn't to tell people how to change their life. It isn't to tell people to do this and your life will get better, or do that and your life will get better. Everybody's journey is their own, and it is to show people, right? It is to show people that my life changed. It is to show people, to demonstrate. Let the actions be the noise. I don't have to tell people what to do. I'm here to guide people. I'm here to point people. If people ask me specific questions, I'll do the best I can to answer them. Like, what happened to you? Why did you change? What's going on with you? What are you doing in a tent, right? Like, what are you doing, you know, a YouTube channel for? I'll do my absolute best in this human form to try to explain my shift and my sudden awakening, and this God consciousness, or this presence, and you know, define it as best as I can in this finite mind, right? But the purpose of me doing this is to show people that I went from this suffering, imprisoned, belief imprisoned person to this free. Let me take that back. To show people this ideology, belief-stricken person who drew lines in the sand and believed fundamentally that like this is right and this is wrong, and followed the crowd and had to be the center of attention and look a certain way and act conservative and just presented this persona, this image to society to show them that today I could be out of the tent absolutely alone and I'm still okay, man, right? It's to say that I'm inclusive today, that I love everybody, and that I can see the divine in everybody. I can see the godness in everybody. I can see the light that shines, even if they don't want to show it to me behind their eyes, right? I see beyond the vessel that's driving them around, and the ideas and the beliefs and the things that they 100%, keep them suffering. I don't see an angry person anymore. I see a hurt person, man. I see, rather for me to come on here and try to tell people what happened to me, which is you can't put into words, which is non-descriptive, which is impossible to communicate in any language, is to show people that my life is completely different, that I am no longer the guy with his chest poked out, egoically telling people how to think and how to believe, man. It is to be 100% showing that my life has changed, not telling people how my life has changed, right? And I do that a lot. I fall short a lot. I'm on here right now telling you how my life has changed, right? But I'm also showing you in actions that and that's the real purpose of the channel. To come on here and be an example that I don't need the things I used to need. I don't need the company. I don't need the attention. I don't need the popularity. I don't need the crowd. I don't need the fellowship. I don't need the camaraderie. I don't need the acceptance. I don't need the direction, right? I've been blessed, man. And I shifted, and I'm still shifting. It's not a one-time process. There are still things that block me every day, but I constantly look within for the answers. I constantly look within and try to understand why I feel the way I do, and I constantly seek direction, not from anywhere, except for intuitively, right? Instinctually. I see the synchronicities in life which guide me, and that I know I'm on the right path. It's like I get these pieces of the puzzle, right? And then they all unfold beautifully, and it just kind of shows me that coincidence, synchronicities, divine instruction, or maybe I'm crazy, man. But I learned to trust those things today, man. I learned to do and not question anymore. I don't, I try to answer the questions for people to the best of my ability, but something profound happened to me, and it's best if I can show you that I went from a suffering individual who needed attention and thrived on me, selfish behavior, to being completely alone, completely giving away of my time and attention and energy to others, and in return I am blessed. And that's the real reason for here. So I do over communicate verbally often, but I try to let my actions make the real noise. Maybe I'll learn one day that I can't communicate this and stop trying to communicate what happened to me, and just can be more walk softly type guy. But it really resonated maybe when I saw her pants that said, let your actions make the noise. And this was Viking, right? It was Viking lore. So it doesn't matter where I'm at. I can get the message, man. I can get it in church. I can get it in an ashram. I can get it at a Buddhist temple. I can get it in nature. I can get it in a tent absolutely by myself. I can get it in a Viking attire, right? It's constantly listening to that intuition and seeing that synchronicities that kind of trust me that it's not my mind leading me, it's my heart and it's my soul or my spirit. And what do you guys think about? Let your actions make the noise in the video. Appreciate you watching. Please hit like, please share, please subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Day 18 of 60 out here, minimalist tent living. The rain has stopped a little bit. It's still drizzling here and off and on, but absolutely blessed wherever I'm at. Appreciate you.